What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. We got the best type of Cybers cheese for you guys to check out in this duel. Not going to be any extra linking or anything like that, but this is definitely the cheese that is it's pretty damn traumatic for your opponent. I'm talking about like they'll never want to see this boss monster ever again in their life because it just rampaged absolutely through them, and I feel like it's one of them that scars them for life. So let's go ahead and set this up. Obviously, we got Cybers down here at the bottom. I think this actually looks like a pretty magnificent hand, just because I think if you're playing Cybers and you can open up with Lady Debugger plus Backup Secretary, I think you're pretty good. These are monsters that I've used in my Salamangreats. I know that Lady Debugger, kind of like the Stratos, normal her, get your search, and then you don't have to use your normal summon on Backup Secretary because you can special summon her as long as you control a Cybers monster. So it's a pretty good opening hand. Also keep in mind this card right here, Code Radiator. You can actually use it for link material from your hand, which is kind of nice if you're going into a Code Talker. We got Noble Knights at the top, and it'd be better if he had a Morgana. Not only could he do a hand trap, but then he could also just like have some type of disruption for his opponent, which fortunately or unfortunately he doesn't. So Lady Debug is going to be summoned, and then he's going to go for the Backup Secretary. This is a pretty cool play. So he plays this card. Is it Code DNet, or excuse me, Cynet Codex? So what this does is whenever you go for a Code Talker monster, you can get a Cybers monster from your deck that has the same attribute. So that's actually pretty cool. I believe he's going to go for X Code Talker, and that's going to get him Clock Wyvern, which is pretty nice. So he is actually making sure that he doesn't burn all his resources. Dot Scrapper goes to the graveyard. Of course, it just summons itself back. So he does have a couple of big monsters on board. They are co-linked. They cannot be targeted because of Transcode Talker, and he locked out one of his opponent's monster zone, so he can't use that zone. I thought it was weird that the Noble Knight player didn't go for Madrat and to try to go for Isode. It's not like the guy down here at the bottom has any cards stopping you. And I think that if you're not gonna go for Isode turn 1 with Noble Knight, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, to be honest? That's your best card. So he goes for Boars, and this Boars does not have targeting protection, so just keep that in mind because that's going to be very important. And he gives the Cybers player basically kind of free reign to do whatever he wants. And the reason why it's important that it can be targeted, the Boars that is because he is going to use Code Radiator. Now this is a monster that when you use it as link material for a code monster, or excuse me, a Code Talker, you can target one monster on your opponent's side of the field, and not only do you make that monster 0 attack, but you also negate its effects. And that's really, really good for these Cybers decks. Hell, even in something like Salamangreats, that'd be pretty good for Violet Chimera. And he's going to use Draw Muscle, which is just weird in this deck, but whatever works for you, I guess. I think he's going to try to go for Clock Spartai here so that he can get Cynet Fusion, and obviously you guys should know where this is going, especially considering that Soul Fusion is our current set. He's gonna go ahead, he's gonna summon that Cybers Clock Dragon, and people forget, even though this is a cover card of the current set, that this card can be absolutely ridiculous. I mean, keep in mind he did just use 4 linked monsters to summon this. This means that he can rip 11 cards off the top of his deck, and this guy is almost 14,000 attack. See, that's why you gotta freaking play. You gotta play some ways of defending yourself, man. What did that Monster Reborn do for you, for your plays? It really didn't help you at all. If you would have had something like an Impermanence, maybe, he probably could have stopped Cybers Clock Dragon from absolutely one-shotting him there. It would have been 2,500 attack, and maybe he ends up living, because his opponent did dump all of those resources in to basically that one play and making sure it goes off. But hey, whatever works ends up working for him. So by the way, I gotta get one of these cards, the Cybers Clock Dragon. I always thought that it looked kind of badass, and plus I think it's only like a $2 card. I really wish Konami had Ghost Rares in the TCG. I've seen a lot of the cover cards as Ghost Rares, like Firewall Dragon and Cybers Clock Dragon. They look absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness, Cybers Magician, the ritual one from Cybernetic Horizon, they look so nice as Ghost Rares. Anyways, I'm off topic at this point. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the short duel. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.